Realistic rocks. They're everywhere. That was close. Nintendo's outgoing president, Tatsumi Kimishima, during a round of recent interviews, and this one is coming from a report from DualShockers, he's gone on record to say that Nintendo is willing to invest in technological advancements if the conditions are right. The right conditions. Not snowing, not raining, not windy, but sunshine. So beautiful outside. The right conditions. He's saying that Nintendo's willing to invest in the latest and greatest technology if the conditions are right. The whole world knows ever since about the Wii, Nintendo hasn't been going for realistic rocks. They don't care about realistic rocks. Last month was a prime example. April 20th, Sony released God of War, one of the best looking games ever. Nintendo, they were selling cardboard to the masses. You know that. Two completely different approaches to video games and their definition of fun, but who can argue who is right and who is wrong? Now, I have an Xbox One X. I have a PlayStation 4 Pro. They're both great systems, but I still gravitate to my Switch. I don't know, it's just a fun system. Now, do I appreciate the 4K graphics? Yes. Do I want Nintendo to come out with a 4K system? Yes. I wouldn't buy another system. I'd be good with the Switch. But the games on my Switch currently still look good and they run good, except for WWE 2K18. Let me tell you something, 2K games. Y'all did a good job with NBA, but y'all better not release another monstrosity like WWE wrestling on the Switch. I mean, you're playing the game at 4 frames per second. Horrible. A disgrace to gaming. That game needs to be burned and never seen by another eye for the next decade. Now, with the Switch being a commercial hit, third-party developers are already jumping on board, and I expect that E3 next month, we're gonna see tons and tons of great third-party announcements on the Switch. I think the key with a lot of third-party games, similar to NBA 2K18 or even FIFA to that fact, FIFA runs real good on the Switch. Developers need to just optimize the technology that's currently in the system, and if we do so, I think we'll continue to get some great games on the system. Now, in that same interview, Kimishima did say they're always factoring what's best for the customer. Nintendo has always kept the price of their systems in mind. They always have done, in my opinion, a pretty good balance of giving us great hardware where we can play great Nintendo first-party games, as well as the same time balancing price. Nintendo has been very price conscious, and I think that's one of their biggest deciding factors into what technology to use. Now, hopefully as 4K becomes more widespread and adopted, the cost to make, say, a 4K Switch wouldn't be that expensive, and I think Nintendo would go for it. Now, another debate has always been, will Nintendo ever go back to just a dedicated, powerful home console? Will they give us power? I have to say no. I think with this hybrid on-the-go home concept, Nintendo has a winner on their hand, and as long as the Switch continues to sell well, I think this is the route the company will take in the future. Again, now that we're in the HD age, 4K graphics are awesome, I appreciate it, but Nintendo games at 1080p, 60 frames per second, they still look good, and I'm satisfied with the Switch as long as developers optimize what's been given to them. Wolfenstein, looking good. Dark Soul Remastered, even though it's delayed, looking good. And so, what are your thoughts on Kimishima's recent statements? Do you want a 4K Switch with bleeding cutting-edge technology? Or are you cool with Nintendo's current offerings? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. Somebody needs to really get this roof fixed. Too many falling objects. Somebody could get hurt.